Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I just want to film a nice, cozy, self-care kind of reading vlog. It has been such a hectic, busy week at work this week, so I wasn't able to film a weekly vlog, and I desperately miss yapping to a camera and just like cozying up on the couch and reading. I don't think I've physically read a book all week. And it just hurts. It hurts. So I'm in desperate need of a little self-care, a little just cozy reading, and it's gonna be gloomy today, tomorrow. We may get pockets of sunshine, but I feel like it's just gonna be like a nice cozy couple of days. I want to go ahead and head to a coffee shop this morning and do a bit of computer work that I enjoy doing, but I kind of want to just like feel the ambiance of a cloudy day in a coffee shop. So let's head out. Okay, I just got back in the car from the coffee shop and I feel like I have so many updates that I want to give you guys like right this second. So let's see how well my brain processes this and if I can make sense. But I just spent the last few hours in the coffee shop, and when I got back in my car, I didn't realize it had been raining. So at least it wasn't raining. It was probably more of like a drizzle, but over the last few hours, I feel like I have so many rain droplets on like my windows and my sunroof, and it's just such a mood for this like gloomy, cozy day. I like got in the car and I was just like sitting here staring at everything, and I plugged in my phone and my playlist had continued playing, and the songs, you guys, I'm gonna link this playlist down below because it is such a mood and vibe for this kind of ambiance setting. Oh, I'm like, I wish you guys were just like sitting here and we could jam out together because it's so good. It's so good. Okay, as far as the coffee shop, so I just spent the last few hours in there, and I am off of work today, but a couple of my coworkers are either sick or on PTO, so kind of the one man that's like leading everything right now, I was like, I feel like I should log in and help a little bit, which is my normal task, so I only spent like 30 to 40 minutes doing that, and at that point, I actually was finishing up an audiobook that I was pretty much like 90% of the way into it from yesterday. I'm trying to get more into like nonfiction books while working, as like just listening to something while I'm working. And like I was already doing that, but I'm kind of prioritizing that this year and like getting out of my comfort zone. I feel like I'd only listen to kind of like these true crime nonfiction books while working in the past, but this year I'm trying to get into more like history, political books that will educate me but like be in an entertaining way. So I've already listened to a few this year that was about like the Flint water crisis cover-up. Crazy. And then I listened to how like it was like the Charlottesville like racist riots of 2017 and the January 6th fiasco, how those are like impacting democracy today or something like that. The author of it, he like was a part of both of those, like he was involved in different ways, and so like it was his experience while doing that, while also taking in various like factual things about it, and it was like very easy to digest. So I'm trying to find things like that aren't just like, I don't know, history textbook. And so one I listened to though today, I checked out from Libby, and it was all about this like farm massacre of like black families in 1921. It was in Georgia, and it was so like just interesting to think about like that time, that state, and where they were at, and like the different people that like the language used, what was like common, what was normal, like slavery, and like wow. So I only had about 30 or 40 minutes left of the audiobook after listening to so much of it yesterday at work. So I wanted to just like put it in and like finish that out today. I don't want to say it was good because like the topics are terrible, but I will say like the audiobook was pretty good. I like the way they did it, and like I didn't feel like it was just someone reading text from a page. It was kind of a bit more conversational. So I like that. I like the way it was organized. And so that was kind of like not a fun little silly book that I was listening to, versus the other reads that I'm gonna pick back up today are kind of my normal like comfort zone of fantasy. And what is the favorites? Like, is that romance? Like, the style of it is not my normal romance. By having, like, the documentary style, but also your normal chapter. So I should look that up. I want to say it's probably just like contemporary romance, but just like feels so much more. But now, oh, I did work stuff, and then I did like tasks that were like, they're not fun tasks, but they are to me when I can just like put in my headphones and like be locked in and focus, and it's kind of like, I don't know, satisfying and like therapeutic to do. So I was updating all my finances because I didn't get to do that yet over the weekend or beginning of the week. So I was just like going through everything. I'm also moving at the end of the month, so I was going over like moving costs and like updating that. I was updating my Notion on my various like habit trackers and my goals. And then I thought there was something else. Oh, I think I showed you guys. I was updating my like main page with my February like goal mood board. So I just wanted to like update like the fun stuff as well, but it was very honestly great. Like I had such a like good locked in time, and now I'm like, okay, I was gonna do editing. I'm not in the mood. I don't want to edit right now, so I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I want to go to Sprouts, and then I want to go to Ralph's, and then we'll head home and hopefully cozy up on the couch and do some reading. The way I just had so much fun in Sprouts. I got everything on my list and some stuff like there was no prepping for Sprouts. Like they have a lot of like pre-prepped things, and so I was hoping to seek those out. I just like didn't know what they would be, and so I got everything I wanted to get, and then I found some things that were gonna be like great meals. We're kind of reworking the budget to figure out like how much on groceries should I be spending. Like I had a budget from last year, but like one, inflation, but two, how much does it cost when I like carefully spend, but still like spend to be eating 3 meals a day, have like appropriate like snacks that aren't just terrible for you, but I'm not like a nutritious freak, you know, like balance of it all. Like what should I be spending? And so I'm curious to see how this month goes, because I want to be more conscious of like actually eating the appropriate amount every day. Living alone, it's very hard to like just make a meal for one that has all the boxes checked on nutrition. So I'm working on it, and so I'm curious to see like how this month goes and like how much I spend on groceries. Not carelessly spending, but also not spending because I feel like I don't know if this is gonna make sense. You know what? It's fine. I'll give you a haul when I get home because this was such a good trip. Oh my god, I had so much fun. I was just taking everything out, and I don't know what happened to one of the things that I got that I was actually really excited about. Like, do I go back? Do I call and ask? I looked in my car because I was like, I was charged. Like, I confirmed on the receipt I was charged for it, but like, I emptied out my 3 bags and I don't see it. I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But let's do a quick haul of everything that I got a whole thing of Gala apples. I think I got 2 or 3 last time I went to the store. Ate them all. I got 2 bananas. You guys, why are these massive? So I got 2 of these. I do like just eating bananas, but I got stuff to make rice cake, like peanut butter, banana, like snacks or things to eat in the morning. They were having a lot of buy one get one stuff. So I got basically Pringles, but like healthier version, I guess. So it's the Good Crisp, but I got 2 of these to just kind of have. I got bread to, one, I should probably like have it more. I could have this with peanut butter and banana, but I got it because I bought some of their, it's like a chicken salad. It's really good. Like, I forgot how much I love this. So I got this as like a sandwich thing. I love like toasting this with it. I got a pizza kit. Check this out. $5. $5. That is just absolutely insane to me. So it comes with everything. Like the dough, and then it's basically a pepperoni pizza. So it has cheese, pepperoni, and sauce. Wow. I got this parfait. Look how good it looks. And it was on sale because they want me to eat it tomorrow or the next day. I got cooked edamame. Like, I got regular, and then I'm gonna put some like garlic on it. Oh, I'm so excited for that. I got a thing of strawberries. I got a thing of black beans because I want to make some like quesadillas, and I love having like just black beans in there as a protein. I got a 6 count of eggs. I kind of want to make breakfast burritos. I already have tortillas, and then I have random odds and ends already, so figured like having just a 6 count will be good. I got more milk, and then I got these 2 snacks. I got the white cheddar popcorners, and then I haven't had these in so long either. These are the coconut rolls. They're so good. And the last like, oh, okay. No, I forgot a bag or something. But I also got stuff for, what do you call it? Like my brain just can't process. Stuffed peppers. I just realized I don't have the ground turkey either. So I think there's like a bag missing. So I'm gonna go and find that. Like going back or crawling or something. So I got that as well. And then yeah, I don't know what else. 4 bags. So there's a 4th missing. Okay, I'm gonna go get that 4th bag, and then whenever I get back, we're gonna get into reading and stuff. Guys, I have to give the honorable shout out. I got it. It was the like carne asada like pack essentially, and so I already have tortillas. So I was like, oh my god, this will be perfect. And then I needed to get the ground turkey for the, what do you call it? The stuffed peppers that I was gonna make. So now I officially have everything. Also, I don't know if you saw, this was under $7. What a deal. What a deal. I don't know, to me, that's a deal. Okay, I'm gonna put this stuff all away. I only put away the stuff that was in the fridge, and then I ran out the door, so now I'm gonna put everything else away. So it's been a few hours. One thing about me, I'm just gonna switch from one hoodie to another. Like earlier, I was wearing one that is my errands and being outside hoodie. This is like, well, I'm gonna be home for the rest of the evening. I need to switch from my outside clothes to my inside clothes. The logic is there, like it makes sense. But like I said, it's been a few hours. After I put away groceries, I just had this like wave of exhaustion, which was probably because I needed to eat food. Instead, I went on the beanbag chair in my room, and I was like rotting in the dark, where I like just had the blanket on me, and I had my big headphones on, and I was just like watching YouTube on my phone, scrolling Pinterest. Like it was a great few hours. I was like this close to being like, girl, you just want to take a nap? But I think it was just resting that I needed, and like just laying down and doing nothing. It was perfect. So I eventually got up, I made some food, kind of like a small meal. I'll probably make some more stuff later because I think it's about 4 o'clock, so I didn't want to make like a full meal now, knowing I'll probably be like hungry at like 9 p.m. And like, who wants to make a meal at 9 p.m? Not me. So we had something small now, so I can hopefully eat at like 6 or 7. 7? Yeah. We'll see. That's a later problem. But I ate food, I rested, I feel better now. I know I said this is a cozy reading vlog, and it will be, but the thing is, I'm still not quite in the mood to read. It's not that like I don't want to, it's more like my brain is just so exhausted from work. Like I just can't fathom having to read on my Kindle, read a physical book. Like I just can't do that right now. So I have Olivia's weekly vlog up now. I want to finish this, maybe watch more YouTube, or maybe we can like watch a TV show or movie, like just have a relaxing evening, and maybe I will feel better to pick up a book later. But I'm hoping that today was kind of a like errands day. It's like a weekend where, you know, like Saturdays maybe you run a lot of errands and you do all the things, and then like on Sunday you're just chilling. That's kind of how I feel about today and tomorrow. So today's Thursday, and I feel like I still had like errands to run and things to do, but like tomorrow I'm hoping to just like be home for the day and be able to hopefully feel rested in the morning, and I wake up like wanting to do a lot of reading. So fingers crossed. I don't feel like I'm in a slump. It's like emotionally I want to read, like mentally, like physically don't have the energy, so that kind of sucks. But I want to make a matcha. I think I want to make my boba matcha, like adding the boba I get from Trader Joe's into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and make one of those, and then I'm gonna continue on watching Olivia's video. Okay, so listen, it's been a few hours again, but hear me out. My plan for the evening melted away the moment I went to go make the matcha, and I realized all of my ice like containers and molds and everything were in my sink. Yeah, So I had no ice. I filled up one of the trays and I put it in my freezer, but the way my brain couldn't compute, like, well, it's okay, just you won't make matcha, but just make a different drink and then continue with what you were gonna do right now. I couldn't do it. Then I went to go make tea, and my favorite tea that I've been having right now, I'm out. So I was like, oh my god, okay. So then, like, I finally picked up this guy, which is the Wild Berry Poppy. Tried it for the first time, really love it. And then I had to check some work stuff I knew. So I got on my computer, I was checking work stuff. Suddenly I decided I wanted to finish editing. No idea. So I finished all the rough cut editing for the weekly vlog. And then I feel like then I was like, okay, now you've hit the stopping point. Now I'm in the mood to read. Yay. And so I put on just something in the background that's gonna be kind of easy, like, what is it? Why not? It's not black noise. White noise? It's a basketball game, but to me, like, that's just like something soothing in the background. And so I have my Poppy. I peeled a couple of the cuties, and so I have those right there to snack on, and I am going to continue on with Empire of Storm. So I am filming the Throne of Glass, like, reading vlog for this, so I mean, I'll just kind of tell you what point I'm, like, stopping at, but I'm officially on part 2 of Empire of Storm. So I want to read the, like, 60 or so pages that I need to do for today. I'm, like, buddy reading it with one of my friends, and so it averages out to about 60 pages a day that we're reading. And then if I'm still in the mood to read after that, usually this takes me about an hour, hour and a half to read maybe. So if I'm still in the mood to read after, then I will pick up the favorites, because I am also in the mood to read this, but I want to do this first because I haven't done any of the reading, and I haven't been able to read the last couple days, so I'm excited to get back into it. So yeah, let's do a little bit of reading on Empire of Storms. No, the way you guys saw, like, just with, like, the ending, my hands were everywhere. Wow. No, I actually really liked the last 60 pages because they were, like, calm, cool, collected. I read about 60, I was gonna say, like, how many chapters, but I'm now on chapter 45, and I started at whatever part 2 starts at, 40 maybe? Yeah, so I read 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. 5 chapters. That was the most calm 5 chapters I've read of the entire series. Where, like, I was just like giddy and just, like, loving our characters, but, like, no one was at risk to die. We love a calm 60 pages in Miss Sarah's books. Wow. That was so good. That was so good. Okay, I don't know if I want to read more. It is currently 8:09. Oh, Riley just replied. Oh. Riley replied to the part that wasn't as exciting. I told her, like, the fact that I reached, like, our next page count chapter stopping point, and I had seen that she had messaged me about our Super Bowl plans. And so I was like, no, like, that's fine, and all, like, seriously, that like, works or whatever, but, like, dude, those last 60 pages, they're so good. Oh, I'm excited to be able to update Goodreads, because I feel like I haven't updated Goodreads on my current reads for days. So I'm excited to be able to update, like, I'm still reading, I promise. We're making progress. Okay, I'm gonna, like, come off of this high, and we'll see if I do any more reading. I'll update you guys tonight if I do. If not, I will see you guys in the morning. It's the next day. I was able to make my matcha this morning. It doesn't taste great, but it doesn't taste bad. But what's the difference? I feel like I don't have like much flavoring going on in general. Interesting. I did have a different matcha that I used this morning, but I also had like a catastrophe of like blending the matcha powder with water because I had to buy a new like bamboo whisk. Like you need to replace yours every few months because the bamboo like collects mold. Yeah, so I threw mine out and my new one actually comes sometime today, but I had to use like my hand frother, but like in a giant bowl. It got everywhere. It got everywhere. So that was not that great. So I feel like I lost some matcha along the way. And then just having new matcha, maybe I need more. I really don't taste much of the brown sugar either. It's fine enough. I will drink it. And then I made my rice cake stuff. So I haven't eaten this either. No, I like that. I like it because it's like light, but it's gonna be very filling with the peanut butter and the banana, and like the rice cake part of that is gonna be like filling once it's in you. So wow. I do have my Kindle here. I took a couple pictures to post on Instagram, sue me, of like the favorites because that's what I want to read today. But I need to finish my weekly vlog first. I want to just finish that, get the editing done so I can export today so I can push it live tomorrow. So before I get any reading done, I feel like I just need to do the final bits of that. I did a little bit of editing last night once I finished reading. I was like, let me just do a bit more so that I have less to do tomorrow kind of thing. So it should be pretty simple today, but it's just like all those fine details in the end that just take some time to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out. I'm probably gonna put on like a YouTube video or something, but it's a gloomy day today. I'm cozied up on the couch. Like I feel great. I have my blankets out here. I'm gonna pick one and go ahead and get settled with my best friend. Okay, it's been a little bit. Honestly, can't remember the last update I gave you guys, but I finished editing the weekly vlog. It's been exporting for the last while, and it will be a while. So we're just letting it sit there, do its thing. I'm proud of myself because for the first time in, I won't say how long, I have filled up my Yeti with water. Well, I put in liquid IV as well. Yep, proud of myself. I also just made a snack. I had lunch. I made those carne asada like pack thing, and I had basically like one burrito filled of it because I don't have like the mini tacos that usually like street taco size would. Doesn't matter. After that, I made a like fruit bowl. This has strawberry, banana, and apple. So I only used like half of the banana from this morning. So cut up the rest to throw in here, cut up one apple, and I think about like 4 strawberries. I do have my Kindle here, but I'm really vibing with the YouTube videos I've been watching in the last, I don't know, a couple hours. I just finished, Kalila? I'll put it up on the screen so you guys know who I'm talking about. This is my first video of hers. At least in recent times, she kind of seems familiar, so I feel like I've maybe watched one other one. But it was a bookstore vlog, and then I just finished Tiffany's, which is her like getting out of a book slump video, which I feel like is so good because I was just watching. Okay, so I feel like that's good for the next time I'm in a slump because honestly I feel like I'll pull that like back up when I'm like wanting to read but everything I read isn't hitting. That's the video. I was just watching Kendall's video, and somewhere in there she said like I love doing like book challenge videos because it makes me read. But I feel like that's the problem, because then like I read so much, I'm pushing myself to read so much that I end up like in a slumpy vibe, where it's like not a slump like when you read nothing hits, but more just like I don't want to read, which I feel like that's what I'm feeling this week. Yes, work was absolutely crazy, so I wasn't like having the energy to read for the first half, but doing the swapping screen time with reading last week, I read so much every single day that I think a part of me was just like, okay, I don't want to read right now. Like I read so much last week. So I think that's like what I'm feeling. And so Kindle talking about that, I was like, no, I agree, I'm there. I'm gonna put on, there's a couple people that I absolutely love that have videos out I haven't watched yet. Tori Between Pages. I'm like obsessing with her channel lately. Love, love, love it. I have a lot of videos on here that I added that like are people I haven't ever watched before. I kind of just searched like reading vlog. So I want to watch Tori's. I want to watch, where's the other one? Oh, Bria, I think. I don't think it's Bria. I think it's Bria. But she has a doing book stuff video and I love it. I did watch Sarah Caroli's video she posted about like a reset, and I hadn't realized that like she kind of just made a choice of like, I don't think I really want to do a bunch of reading wrap up videos this year. And like that's kind of sort of how I feel about like just doing my standalone wrap ups. I'm just such a vlog girly that like doing sit down videos is just so not fun to me. So I love that I did like a doing book stuff kind of video recently where I threw my wrap up in there. So that's what I think I want to do, I don't know, for the next couple of months and see kind of how I feel about that. But so I want to watch Bria's video, I want to watch Tori's, and then there's a couple other on here that like if I want to watch those as well. And then whenever I'm kind of ready for that or done with that, I'm gonna pick up probably Empire of Storms first, so I make sure I do my reading for the next 60 pages today, and then the favorites. I really do want to finish the favorites today, but I don't want to push myself to read when I don't want to. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, I can't remember the last clip we had, so it is a new day. It's actually in the afternoon, nearly 4 p.m. at this point, but I just got to a park because it has been very like nice out, kind of like a spring day. I think we're in like the low 60s, but it's been like just feeling so nice to put on like a t-shirt and shorts today. So I just grabbed a fountain drink. I got to the park. We're gonna be here for about an hour or so, and then I'm gonna go to one of my friends' houses and we are going to like junk journal and stuff. So should be a nice like cozy evening, but I want to do some reading here. I went to book club this morning and I was reading The Favorites. I read another like 10% or so, and I'm still really liking it. Like every time I pick it up, like I love it. I just haven't had the energy to do like long periods of reading, so I'm hoping to come out here, just like sit outside for a little bit. I have my Kindle. We're hoping to do a little bit of reading, and we're just gonna drink our little Dr. Pepper. Okay, I have my drink and I put on my hoodie because it is like partly cloudy and just kind of getting more cloudy as time passes. So the sun is already behind partly clouded skies right now. So I have my drink, I have my hoodie. Let's do some reading. Okay, first of all, now I'm chilly now. It's almost 5 o'clock. My fingers are cold. But I'm nearly 50% of the way into The Favorites. Oh my gosh. No, like, it is so painful. It is, like, gut-wrenching. In the best way. Like, it's just so well done, and I am feeling so much, and I feel like these characters are real, and I don't want to Google them though. Like, I don't want to know the outcome of the situation. The way her writing tells this story, I don't think we've talked about it, but I also feel like everyone has to know what this book is about because it's like all over Instagram, but and probably Book Talk, I have no idea. But you're following these 2 ice skaters. You're getting your main like POV from our female ice skater, Katarina, and it is like a semi then now timeline. The now timeline is a documentary 10 years after this big event that happened with our main characters. And then the past timeline, it's like a documentary style. So like you have, you know, like all the different narrators, full cast. And then you have the past timeline, which is like written like a normal book. And it's like Kat's experience. And you're with Kat and Heath when they like first met, kind of, well, not first met, but a few years after meeting, and they're like 16. And then like you're progressively going to whatever this big event that happened. And then you're seeing kind of the documentary unfold as well. It's so good. It is so good. And like, I don't want to continue reading it because I'm just terrified. I am absolutely terrified about what's gonna happen, and I kind of just want to cry. Like, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. Anyways, I'm gonna go to Dana's, and we're gonna do some crafting, but wow, what a journey. What a journey. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's chat. It's the next day. It's actually the Super Bowl today. I'm gonna head out shortly. I gotta go get my jersey on. I'm gonna go watch the game. It's gonna be great. Okay, but we're here to close out this video and talk about the favorites. No, like, I'm so glad you did not witness me reading the last 40-50%, whatever the last update was. Like, I was just sat on the couch finishing this book. I was so determined to finish it today. And the amount of times I was like anxious, sobbing, giddy, proud. I felt every emotion. I was terrified to read this book. I think it was about like the 30-35% mark. Like, there was a part of me that was scared to continue it because I felt so connected to the characters. Not like I saw myself in them, but I just felt so connected that I thought they were real, that I didn't want to know the outcome. Like, I'm like, I don't want to know anymore, actually. Like, I can't bear to know anymore, or I don't want to know what happens. I don't want to know how this ends. Like, I've never felt like that with a book before. Like, the closest I've felt with this many emotions is Magnolia Parks. And even that wasn't the same. Like, is this what a 6-star read feels like? Because I've never experienced something like this before. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, please read this book. Please read it. Everything about it was perfect. The way I felt for these characters, how do you not give it 5 stars? Like, I don't know how anyone can read this book and not give it 5 stars. Like, Magnolia Parks, I can see how, like, that is something that, like, you get or you don't, or, like, you know, you vibe with it or you don't. This? What's your excuse? Like, what's your excuse? Oh my gosh. I literally just, like, was sat in silence when I finished it, staring at the ground. I tried to, like, text my friend. I was just like, I finished it, like, or did it finish me? But then, like, I was trying to type out kind of like how I was feeling or what I was thinking. I couldn't compute words. It wasn't possible. It's still hard. Like, I can't talk about the book, you know, but, like, I can just tell you it was perfect, and that I'm questioning if this is what a 6-star feeling is. I will be buying this book soon to have a physical copy because I cannot help myself to think about this not being on my shelves. I have not felt this way. Like, I want to say in a very long time, but have I ever felt this way? Please, if I can do one thing on my channel, if I can do one thing, it will be to convince you to read the favorites.
what a journey that was. I did want to finish this book so that I could finish a book in this video, but I also wanted to finish this so that I could just ultimately know what happens and ultimately like suffer through whatever I was gonna suffer through, like through the entire book. Like I was feeling so much, I think in the last update that we had, that like I was just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like I have no idea. I needed to do this for us. And so I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that we could close out this video. I hope it was a just nice video for you guys. It was supposed to be this cozy reading vlog, and then I wasn't in the mood to read for so long, and I was like, was it just a couple days in my life? But ultimately, I was this close to scrapping the video, and I was thinking about my favorite creators online, and I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, just take me to the grocery store with you and I'll be glad to be along for the journey. Like, I don't care if it's not the video you wanted. And so I feel like there's anyone out there that's just like, JC, I'd go with you to the grocery store. This video is for you. This video is for you and for me so I could talk about the favorites. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.